Hello, everybody, and as always, welcome to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the OU Credit Union Arena on this beautiful Sunday afternoon for Oakland Golden Grizzlies basketball. OU is taking on Horizon League Conference opponent Wright State. The Raiders currently sitting at top in the division. OU sitting at 2, and they're going to look to take that spot today. I am Gavin Smilowski, your play-by-play. To my right is our color commentator, Maryanne Sanford. Maryanne, what can we expect from today's game?
I mean, you know, the energy inside the arena is insane tonight. The student section is packed for the fight to first in the Horizon League. The Golden Grizzlies are currently 9-8 overall, 5-1 in the conference, going on a 3-game win streak, coming off of a win over Cleveland State on Friday. Wright State's currently at 10-7 overall and also 5-1 in the conference, going on a 5-game win streak. And while they have been on a win streak, the Golden Grizzlies have not lost a game on the blacktop, and Wright State doesn't seem to do that well when they're on the road. They're currently sitting at 3 for 4 on away games. And last time we saw Wright State was last month, where we lost 88-73 on their home court. And we're currently 11-19 on matchups against Wright State. We're 7-7 on the blacktop against them. And we haven't beat them since December 2024, where we won by just 2 points. And each team saw great performances in their last matchups, where Wright State had 5 players in the double digits, and Oakland saw Zaire Wells put on an amazing performance with 23 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and something that we talked about before the game was how Coach Campy mentioned Zaire feeds off of a big crowd and the energy that comes with it, so I can absolutely see him having another game like Friday night with the energy tonight in the arena.
Yeah, I mean, it was said in that post-game press conference on Friday that Campy felt that we were sick. We were coming off of colds leading into that game at Wright State. And as you said, it was a pretty bad loss, 15 points. So always a tall foe when heading to Wright State. OU, a team that thrives on the blacktop. I mean, they're coming off of a 3-game win streak currently. This is the last game in this homestand. Taking down Cleveland State, RMU, and YSU. Both Cleveland State and RMU were very large blowouts. YSU as well, they took them by quite a bit. In this most recent game on Friday, you saw fantastic games, like you said, from Wells. Feeds off the crowd is what was told by us. 23 points and 8 boards, along with 3 steals and some significant dunks that brought the energy to the arena. Michael Hogue again, someone who started out the season injured, slowly bringing himself back into the lineup over the last couple of months. It was stated in a presser by, once again, Greg Campy, that once Mike gets back, he's going to be one of our most impactful players, especially on offense. Hogue had 18 points and 10 boards in that pass game. So Wright State, a tall opponent. I mean, 5 straight wins. They are just tearing through the Horizon League right now. Michael Cooper, Emiri Abagbe, I mean, unbelievable players for this team, both averaging 15 and 12 points per game. Emiri Agbe, I mean, 12 points, 5 boards, and a block per game. They struggled in that last game, just taking down U of D at the same time on Friday. We looked at halftime, me and Maryanne had, and it was a pretty big blowout in the direction of Wright State, but U of D was able to climb back into it. Holden led the team in points with 17. Kellen Pickett led the teams in rebounds with 12. So, I mean, it's could be anyone's game today, and this game is going to determine who's getting that first place spot currently in the Horizon League. Maryanne, I think it's safe to say that this might be the most important game of the season up till now.
Absolutely.
So, as we get started at the center for Wright State, you've got Dominic Pangonis, Solomon Callahan, TJ Birch, Kellen Pickett, and Michael Emiri Agbe. As for OU, you've got Wells, Robinson, Hogue, Neville Arua, and Garrett. And the tip will go to Wright State. Up top, Pangonis has it. Tosses it back down to Callahan. Pagnonis refeeds it to Callahan. TJ Burke drives. That shot off target. Good defense there by OU inside. 3-pointer on the way, and it goes down from Birch.
TJ Burke, he's a player, he's averaging 9.3 points per game, so he's a little bit lower on the shots.
Hogue up top with it to start the offense for OU. The much taller Pickett, the defender on him. Feed pass down low to Wells. He's got it. Takes the free throw line jump shot. That one rattles out. Good rebound for Wright State. And the Raiders immediately heading the other direction. This is Birch. Outlet pass back to Pangonis. Swings it down into the corner. Back to the basket now is Pickett. He goes up with the right hand and knocks one down, and Wright State has the early lead, 4-0. It'll be Robinson now at the Belfour logo for OU, just beyond the three-point arc. He'll be guarded closely by Birch. Pass down to Garrett. Imiriagbe, the defender. Ball taken away and heading the other direction. They're going to call a foul on the floor. This one is going to go on Hogue. And right off the start, Wright State seems to be a bit more in command. OU came out incredibly slow, in that game on Friday, didn't they, Maryanne?
Absolutely. They had a really slow start, and it took a while for them to find that momentum. So hopefully that's just what's going on here today, and they're just working to try and find their rhythm.
Pangonis, feed down low to Pickett. He's got it. Faces up Hogue. Passes it out. Callahan out beyond the three-point line, down low. Imiriagbe gives it up. Behind the back pass. Good feed and a dunk immediately from Pickett. Wright State already owning the middle. 6-0 is the lead after the first two here on the blacktop. Robinson has it. Hands it off to Hogue. He looks to cut through. Finds Nivalarua just beyond the three-point line. Nivalarua drives. Jump stop on the block. He's held by Imiriagbe. Back out Robinson. He cuts. Tosses it over to Hogue. Head of steam off the glass and just off target. That one should have dropped. And the ball, they're going to call another foul. This one's going to go on the floor once again. They're going to get Isaac Garrett with it. So 2 early fouls, and OU continuing the struggle to start the game. They struggled to start against Cleveland State, but Cleveland State not a great team in conference. If they have that same start here against the Raiders, they're going to shut the door early. Driving immediately is Birch. He gives it up. Imiriagbe open down low for 2. Score now 8-0, early lead for Wright State. Robinson has it. Looks for some space. Good defense, though, by the Raiders. Garrett nearly loses it, keeps his hand, cuts to the lane, off the glass, and that one finally drops. First points of the game for OU.
Garrett will take it to 2 and 8, 17:22 left to go.
And this might be the most packed I've seen the blacktop recently. Student section completely full, and it was a sellout crowd for the rest of the arena. And they're going to call another foul off ball. This one's going to go on Garrett again. And Campy is not happy with that early. He's going to bring him out and send in Brett White to replace. And not the start that anyone was necessarily looking for. And an inlet pass down low, sent in by Birch, down, back to the basket. The Raiders have it. Pass nearly taken away, and it is taken away by OU. Good read there by White, and that ignites the crowd to start early. Hogue has it in transition, tosses it down to the block. This is Baru. Uses his strength, gets inside, little hook shot, and that's money all day. Baru does not miss that shot.
Absolutely not. He's going to take it to 4 points. Oakland at 4, Wright State at 8, 16:45 left to go in the half.
Pangonis up top, swings it over to Callahan. Feeds the cutting Birch. Looking for space, the point guard up at the right hand. That shot's off target, but he gets his own miss. Great play there by the Raiders to keep the ball alive. Ball taken away there. Steal by OU. It'll end up all over the place, but Hogue will come up with it. Robinson now heading the other direction. Just shy of 4 minutes passing here in the first half. Lead now cut in half, 8-4 lead for Wright State. Wells attacks, goes up with the left hand. That one's off target. Good defense, interior by Wright State. The Raiders will head the other way. Birch with it, full head of steam. Slows down, retreats the offense. Feeds Pangonis in the corner, wide open. That shot on target from Callahan, and that is not a guy you can leave open.
Absolutely not. He's going to take the score 4-11, 15:49 left to go.
Robinson up top. He's guarded closely by Birch. Looks for some space. A ton of crowd noise right now, and OU needs to take advantage of that. Heading to the rim is Baru, and there's really nothing else you can do. It's you either let him dunk that or you hammer him. So you've got foul free throws on the way as OU returns to the line. That's going to take us to our first timeout of the game. Score 11-4. The lead for Wright State, 15:39 to go. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We're live here from the Blacktop, Oakland, taking on Wright State, the number 2 and the number 1 seeds in the Horizon League. Winner of this game takes that spot. And a free throw off target from Neville Arua coming out of the timeout. The score 11-4, 15:39 to go. Converts the second one, and it'll be a 6-point lead for Wright State.
In for Wright State, number 20, Andre Holden, and number 21.
Up top now, running the point will be Birch, remaining in for Cleveland State. Cleveland State, during that timeout, sending in Holden and Woods. As for OU, they keep their starters out there. Wide open shot on the way from Birch and on target. Once again, not someone you can leave open. Robinson immediately heading the other direction, trying to push the offense. Nearly loses his handle. Hogue ends up with it just beyond the three-point arc. He's guarded closely by Holden. Looks to attack, right hand up, and that one's off target. Those are normally shots that fall for OU. Struggling to get started early. Pass cross court up near the logo. Again, open is Birch. That one thankfully off target. And getting the rebound will be OU after it's tapped around a bit. Robinson with it. Brody Robinson looking for some kind of space. Trapped up top, hands it off to White. Back to Robinson, near the Belfour logo. He attacks, and they're gonna call a push off there. Foul on the floor. That'll be on Wright State.
Raiders foul. Number 13.
And once again, OU struggling, just as they did on Friday against Cleveland State, to get the offense rolling, down 14-5 early with just beyond 5 minutes passed in half number 1.
Yeah, you know, as we said before, this is a team that you can't let get ahead like this early on in the game before they are able to just shut the door on you.
Robinson, that feed down low, open to Garrett, and he's on target from the block. And IG, a guy you can rely on, getting low, getting a bucket to start their scoring out of the timeout. Up top, once again, cutting to the rim, open is Birch, and he is on fire today. TJ Birch leading all scores with 7 right now. Brody Robinson on the other end for OU. He drives, looks to go up, dumps it off to Neville Arua. Garrett has it. Garrett cuts the rim, spin move, up with the left hand, off target, and just another one that usually falls for OU. There's a lid on the basket to start this half. Heading the other direction now is Birch. Once again, running the offense right now for Wright State. Woods with it now. Feeding Holden, back to the basket. He looks to go for one. Blocked by Baru. Neville Arua, beautiful play on the defensive end.
Baru, definitely, probably the biggest player on OU's team. Very great defense. He's going to block those shots when he can.
Birch finally hits the bench. OU's going to look to stop the bleeding from the point guard position, and it'll be Callahan who replaces him out underneath the basket for Cleveland State. I'm sorry, Wright State. That dunk on the way immediately from Holden, and OU just struggling, unfortunately. I mean, that's just too easy of a dunk, the Raiders. And I think we're going to get a quick check. Holden went down off of the dunk, and I think he may have been undercut on the way down, so they may call a foul on the floor. We're going to stay with you during this quick check. So, I mean, right off to start, it's been all TJ Birch, unfortunately, for Wright State.
Yeah, you know, he's got 7 points. Right behind him's Pickett with 4, Callaghan with 3, Holden with 2, and then you look over at OU, and we've just got Isaac Garrett with 4 and Baru with 3. So it's definitely a big struggle here early on in the game, and it absolutely cannot be something that happens like that. You know, they're sitting at 7-18. They've got 13 minutes left to go in the half. So they're really going to have to fight for the rest of the game to make up for this early deficit.
I mean, Wright State on an absolute tear. They're shooting 73% from the field to start this game, which is well beyond any team's averages on the game. So we know that that's going to come down. But, I mean, when you start with something that hot that early, it's tough to cool them down. OU's, they're only shooting 38% from the field, and they've yet to take a 3. I know that's not necessarily something that they do. They focus a lot of interior offense and a lot of points off turnovers in those transition buckets. But You know, they struggled from 3 in the last game. Started that game 2 for 15 from 3. They got lucky that Cleveland State happened to start 2 for 14. So once again, those slow starts, they got bailed out at the beginning of the last game, and Wright State's not a team that's going to start out slow. And the three-point shooting, you know, only two for 3 right now for Wright State, but still, I mean, it's already getting off to a good start. OU is going to look to get to the line, which is typically something that they do. They have already been there twice, whereas Wright State is yet to have that chance. That may change after this timeout to see if there was a foul on the play. OU still sticking with their watch Thurman just checking in for OU. And White out there right now, so they got a couple of substitutions in there. Wright State, same deal. Not the starters after, you know, just south of 7 minutes passed in this first half. Very lengthy discussion right now between the referees. I'm not sure. Did you see anything, Maryanne? I mean, it looked like he just happened to slip on the way off the rim.
Yeah, it looks like he just went around and just couldn't get his feet under him when he came back down from that dunk. So, I mean, I don't know what the refs will call here.
And this should bring us out of it as the referees split. We will get an announcement for everyone. Maybe not, a little bit longer. For anyone just tuning in, we're sitting at a timeout looking for a possible foul. The score 18-7, early 11-point lead for Wright State over OU. Both teams 5-1 in the conference. Oakland, so tied based on their record, but Wright State did beat them earlier in the year when they headed down to Dayton. A pretty lengthy win, 15 points, and they're gonna go with free throws. I think they're gonna assess a technical foul to Garrett, and they're gonna knock down both free throws, and this lead is already stretched out to 13. And we were saying, I mean, this is not the start that we've been seeing in these past few games from OU.
Absolutely not, and it's not a start that you want to see in a game as important as it is today to get first place in the Horizon League. So it's very important and very unfortunate that it's happening.
Ball underneath, Callahan will take it out as after the technical foul. Wright State remains with the ball in the corner. That shot from Callahan off the front of the rim, rebounded by Robinson. Robinson pushing the offense for OU immediately. He takes a three. That one's off target, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. This one's going to go on number 3, Pangonis, as he got a little bit too much on the box out, and we'll get ball out underneath the basket. Thurman will take it, who just checked in for his first minutes of the game. Out underneath OU. Tosses it out over top to the logo. Baru ends up with it. Back to Thurman. Thurman moves the offense around, steps back, lets everyone get their space. Looks to cut. Nearly loses his dribble. They get it out to Robinson. He lets one go from way downtown. Also off target, so OU already off to that poor start from 3 once again. Woods up top. Feed down low on the baseline. This is Pickett. He goes up with that one, and that's just too easy. Kellen Pickett tacks on 2 more. 22-7 is now the lead. And this is getting out of hand early. Thurman tosses it over to White. Back to Thurman. Thurman cuts. Feeds the cutting Baru. Lets one go. That one off target again. OU 3 for 11 right now from the field, as opposed to the 9 for 13 that Wright State's had. Up top now, this is Callahan. Tosses it over to Holden. Back to Callahan from 3. That one's off target, rebounded by Hogue. Immediately heading the other direction is Brody Robinson. Looks to attack, needs to get something going for himself. Cross-court feed to Thurman, cuts through. Corey Thurman looking for some space, but he's shut out once again. resets out, goes up off the glass. That shot's off target. Good block there by Wright State. And I mean, a packed OU crowd today with nothing to cheer about. Tosses it over to Callahan. This is now Pickett just inside the three-point arc. Back to the basket. He's guarded by Hogue. He's taking advantage of this matchup today. That one blocked. Oh, but they're going to call goaltending. It looked like Baru came off ball and took it away. But they're going to tack on 2 more. Just like that, Wright State up 24-7 with 11:22 to go in the first half. That's going to take us to immediate timeout. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Oakland already digging itself a pretty deep hole, down 24-7 with 11 to go in the first half. Wright State looking to take that first place spot in the Horizon League. That 3 off target again. White, that one's just off. And these are just shots that typically go down for this team, but nothing today. Birch returns to the floor, almost immediately makes an impact, but that shot will be off target, off the hands of Emir Agbe, and it's going to go back to OU. Catching a quick break on that defensive possession. It should have been a basket. Up top, Robinson now, guarded by Birch. Finds Nivalarua just beyond the three-point arc. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson with some space. He drives. And he's shut out immediately on that drive. Gives it up. White has it. OU looking for something. 5 seconds on the shot clock. White, that one's going. Finally, something goes down. And that streak, 3.5 minutes, no points for OU, finally comes to an end.
I'll take Brett White to his first points of the game, taking Oakland a 9-24 with 10 minutes left to go in the half.
Birch driving. Kicks it out. Wide open is Pangonis. That one's off target. Rebounded by Nivalarua. OU with a chance to bring this a little bit closer. White lets one go from the Belfour logo. Off the front of the rim. maybe a bit too much of a heat check for someone who only hit one basket. OU needs to slow it down and get some easy points on the board because they are not falling right now. Oakland, once again, 0 for 4 from 3, not knocking down anything. Woods has it up top. High screen set by Imiriagbe. Ball fed into the corner, driving baseline now. Dumps it off. Imiriagbe goes for it, and that's an easy 2. Again, Wright State just taking advantage of these matchups down low. Brody Robinson up top. He drives up with one up and under, and finally knocks something down. And OU's finally, after 11 minutes, is in double digits. Score 26-11 with 9:10 to go. A team that averages just shy of, or just north of 80, only has 11 after the first 11 minutes. Up top now, Woods with it. Tosses it into the corner, driving baseline again is Pangonis. That shot off target, gets his own miss, finds the mismatch, goes up and knocks one down. Oakland, can't stop anything right now on the defensive end.
Absolutely not. It's honestly, it's like embarrassing at this point. We're sitting at 11-28, and it's just embarrassing. That's really the only word I can think of.
And it'll be free throws on the way, or they may actually call this one on the floor. This is a completely sold out crowd. It's hard to find seats that are empty. And, getting people here on a Sunday just to show off this is not a great look halfway through the season. And it's definitely not a Horizon League champion look. These two teams are fighting for the first spot right now. And it does not, with the score, it doesn't look like Oakland is even close to that. Ball tossed back into the backcourt. Robinson will take it up top, guarded by Birch. Brody Robinson looks for some space, finds White up top. Down onto the elbow, Nevalarua has it. Finds Robinson. He had some space, gives it up in the corner to Marshall, who just checked in. Brody Robinson finds himself open. That one's off target. That shot almost always goes down for OU, but it's not going to. That's going to take him to 0-5 from 3, yet to hit anything. And Campy, usually a guy who's absolutely livid on the sideline, just with nothing to say at the moment. That shot off target, but another offensive rebound. Wright State keeps it alive. Holden tosses it out to Birch. Down low, this is Pangonis. He cuts easy layup there, but it's blocked. Great play there by Marshall to meet that one at the rim. White lets one go from the corner. That one's again off target, and it's off the hands of OU. It'll stay with Wright State, and that's going to take us to another timeout. 28-11, a 17-point lead for Wright State. And Oakland, couldn't hit water from a boat right now. This is going to take us to a timeout. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. For anyone that's just tuning in, thank God you weren't here to listen to those first 13 minutes of basketball because Oakland is not playing well. Wright State, one of the best defensive teams in the Horizon League, #1 in the Horizon League at 5-1. I mean, all over OU on the blacktop at home in front of a sold-out crowd. The score 28-11. OU struggling to hit anything. They're yet to hit any three-pointers tonight, 0 for 6. They're shooting 5 for 18 from the field. I mean, Wright State is just everywhere right now. But Oakland, they're that kind of team. They jump onto hot streaks, and they're a team that feeds off the crowd, is what Campy has said before. And there's definitely enough people here today to get this team moving. Out of the timeout, three-pointer up and knocks it down immediately. I mean, a crazy contested three-pointer by Callahan. And knocks it down again. I'm speechless. 31-11, 20-point lead with 7:18 to go. Marshall up top, guarded by Woods. Baru, he drives. Up with the right hand. That shot's off target, but he's going to get some free throws. OU has not scored in about 2 minutes, so, you know, 2 minutes and 10 seconds is the scoring drought. So some free throws now would be nice to get anything on the board.
Shooting 2 for Oakland.
Nivalarua, he's got 3 tonight. That shot's on target.
First one's good.
And now he is tied for the highest score for OU right now with 4. Just not a good start for the Grizzlies in front of this type of home crowd. That shot's off target. 31-12 now is the lead. Up top, Birch with it. Hands it off to Callahan. In the corner now, wide open is Birch. I mean, it'd be fantastic if someone would defend that. Wide open.
It's so many wide open shots from Wright State. It's like nobody's playing any defense on them once they get down there.
Robinson attacks, hands it off to Nivalarua on the cut. Looks for something. That's his hook shot, and it just doesn't fall. And that's something that lands all the time. There is a lid on this basket for OU. 34-12 is the lead for Wright State. Up top now, Birch drives. Down low, open layup there on target. Alamudo hits that one in his first couple of minutes of the game. He just checks in for Wright State. The Raiders all over OU, 24-point lead. Robinson looks for something. Up top, Nivalarua now, just beyond the three-point line. Robinson finds some space, and he draws the foul. I mean, honestly, that is exactly what I would be doing in that situation. We have no three-pointers made, shooting horrendous from the field. If you can get to the line to try to get into a rhythm, that's the way to go. Robinson, you know, he's an older player, a veteran for this, I mean, a veteran overall for this team. If there's someone who knows how to get some points and get some buckets going, it's definitely him. He's been one of the leaders of this team since Nassim Ashur, the returning point guard for OU, went down, the sophomore. It's been all Robinson up top.
Robinson, a player that averages just shy of 16 points a game. So it's very unfortunate that him, along with all the other top scorers, just can't get anything up tonight.
Robinson makes the first, misses the second. In front of the OU crowd, knocks down the third, and that'll bring it up to 14 total points now for OU. 22-point lead for Wright State. Up top, Callahan with it. Woods now at the logo, guarded by Baru. Fed into the elbow. Woods with it. Gives it off. Here comes Birch. And Birch adds to his total. That's now 12 points on the game for TJ Birch. Robinson up top. Picks up the double team. Splits them, hands it off to Wells. Wells, yet to have anything go. Tosses that one up. That one's off target. And another miss there. Wright State heading the other direction. Birch lets one go. Oh my God, and he hits another one. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're OU right now? Incredible offense. And just like that, that's 41 points now for Wright State. 41-14. And a much needed timeout taken by Campy. This is also going to take us to a quick break. 5:19 to go, 41-14. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. It has been an absolute clinic right now from Wright State, absolutely toppling Oakland. 41-14 is the lead right now with 5 to go, and I can't imagine it's going to be any good words from Campy in the locker room at halftime. Out of that timeout, another miss, and it's like to this point, it's been poor defense by Wright State, but Oakland's getting open shots, and they're just not falling. I mean, Baru has missed his 3rd consecutive shot at the rim, and he is, almost automatic from there. Wright State on the other end. Up top is Woods. He finds Birch. It has been all TJ Birch today for Wright State. Into the corner, open is Pickett, lets one go off the back of the rim, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. This one's going to be assessed to Holden. It almost looked like Wright State was coming away with another offensive board. There are so many things right now that you could point to being the issue. 61% from the field from Wright State is unbelievable. An incredible shooting percentage at almost halftime. Only 24% from OU. Let's look at the rebounding numbers. Wright State is out-rebounding OU 21-7. It was said in the post-game presser by Wright State that they're not a very good rebounding team, and they were happy how well they out-rebound U of D on Friday. And this makes them look like they're the best rebounding team in the Horizon League. Oakland has been fantastic on the year. They've been hammering the last few teams they've played, and it looked like this was going to be a great matchup, but so far it has not been all that. Free throw down for Nevalarua, and Thurman will return on the substitution. The lead now 41-16, 4:30 to go. And it'll be Wright State heading the other direction. Birch up top, guarded by Wells. Callahan feeds it over to Alamoto. Alamoto keeps it alive. Down low, onto the elbow. Cutting through the lane is Birch. He's open, lets one go. Do I even have to say it? TJ Birch with another basket. He's got 14.
Birch is tripling the top scorer for OU right now.
Birch almost has as much points as OU right now. He's got 14 at the rim. That shot's blocked by Wright State. It's almost laughable at this point how incredible Wright State's defense has been. 43-16. A lead beyond anything we've seen. Down low, great block by Coy Thurman to stop the open dunk. Pickett now, he's down on the block. Outlet all the way back up top to Alamoto. Swings it all the way around, ends up back in the hands of Woods, lets one go. That one's off target. Rebounded by White. OU headed the other direction with a chance to get something started. Thurman cuts to the rim. That shot's blocked. Another block from Wright State. White from the corner, on target, finally. OU's got something from outside.
First 3-point of the game from Brett White. It's going to take him to 5 points total. Oakland's sitting at 19:43, and they've got 3 minutes to make up for this massive deficit.
It's incredible what Wright State's managed to do, but this can be that point that OU uses. The crowd finally back into it. You have a sold-out packed blacktop right now, and you need to use the crowd to your advantage. Automatically, that shot on target, how can you defend that? Beautiful play from Callahan. The defense was there, but somehow everything is falling. Wright State is in such a groove. Robinson cuts to the rim, lets one go. That one's off target, but he's got free throws coming. And now the crowd getting back into it. The swim team, all of their clothes are now off. Anything to distract Wright State from their incredible play offensively. And that's going to take us to a media timeout. Score 45-19, 2:30 to go in this half. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Wright State still with a commanding lead, 45-19 over Oakland with 2:25 to go in this first half. I mean, leading into this game, this was definitely meant to be one of the best games that OU's, or one of the most challenging games OU is going to have all season, and most important games. It's live on ESPN. You've got a sold-out arena. Both teams 5-1 in conference, battling for that first place spot, and so far it's been pretty obvious who is that first place contender. Wright State up by plenty. And those free throws finally go down. Brody Robinson trying to get something started. Lead now 24, so it's shrinking a little bit. OU trending in the right direction. Down low on the baseline, Pickett. He throws that one away, stolen by Robinson, and we're gonna get a foul in transition. And that gets the crowd back into it. Fellow OU student athletes here to help. The swim team is here, all in Speedos. Almost to the point where I don't know if they can be on TV. They're gonna have to keep the cameras away. And we're gonna get free throws from Brody Robinson now, as that is 9 team fouls from Wright State. So OU is earning them at the line. And it's just been a strange shooting day. I mean, most of these shots, I mean, Maryanne, I'd say most of these are things, they're open shots. They're shots that they usually hit.
Yeah, it's truly embarrassing that we can't make any shots. We turn around, and apparently we don't know how to play defense. And it's
nothing that we would have expected leading into this game, unfortunately. But there's still plenty of time, and we've got a second half. First free throw is good from Robinson. Second one is as well, so cutting the lead now down to 22. We just need, I mean, you got 2 minutes to go. Oakland just needs to have a few solid possessions down the stretch to keep themselves in this game. Maybe try to hold Wright State to where they're at for the rest of this half. Up top now is Woods with it, guarded closely by Thurman as he picks up the switch. Cutting along the Grizzly logo, feeds Alamudu. Refeeds Woods, he looks to cut. Ball still alive. That shot on target again, Pickett. OU cannot stop the bleeding on the defensive end. Thurman now with it, he looks to cut. Jump stop just inside the free throw line, gives it up Robinson. He's out wide, swings it over to Wells, lets one go. That one's off target, and an easy rebound there for Bruscatter. And again, OU just not able to convert on another offensive possession. Baseline now, Pickett has it. Feeds it inside, Alamudu goes up with one. And that's two more, and that lead that they slowly got over the last couple of minutes is immediately erased. Wright State back up 26, 49-23, just above a minute to go. Thurman has it for OU, he cuts. Dumps it off to Nivalarua, who gets one off the glass, easy two. And Baru gets a couple on the board.
Baru will take it to 25-49, under 1 minute left to go.
Headed the other direction now, Woods has it. That ball taken away by Robinson. Good read there. Lets one fly from downtown. That one's on target. That's what OU needed. Brody looking like a safety in the secondary, picks that pass off, lets one go in transition and knocks one down, brings the lead to 21. So a little bit of life here on the blacktop. We're gonna stay with you during this timeout. Oakland slowly bringing themselves back into it, and it's been on the backs of Brody Robinson.
Yeah, you know, that definitely got the energy up in the arena, and hopefully that energy will carry into the second half. You know, they've got 35 seconds left to come up with some sort of a plan, and they're sitting at 28-49. I mean, 30% for field goals. Wright State's in at 62. I mean, they've got to make up for a lot in the second half. So, I mean, we'll see what they can come up with.
A couple of points right before halftime too. It's good for morale. It slows down. You know, I think you don't want to go to the locker room angry. You don't want to go down in a terrible position because you're not going to do anything constructive in the locker room. You know, you're not going to get any better or change anything. Now that they've seen some shots fall, you can take that, and Campy has something to jump off from to run through, jumping into the second half. Up top now, Woods has it. That one's taken away. OU once again in transition. Here comes Baru. That one's off target. Gets his own miss. Puts it up. That one's on target. Baru puts down two more.
Baru sitting at 10 points. I mean, he's absolutely bringing the energy here in the end of this first half.
Lead now within 20. OU looking like they have some life. That one's nearly taken away. It is kept alive by Robinson, but at the buzzer, great play to end the half. OU takes that 26-point lead and brings it down to 19, something that's a bit more manageable. I still can't imagine Campy's going to be too happy in the locker room. I mean, we're going to see what they can bring. It's going to be a lot of discussion. So we're going to take a quick break for halftime. Score 49-30. We will be back with you guys shortly. This is WXOU Sports on YouTube. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. A bit of a grim first half from OU, but a little bit of life coming into the break. The score now 49-30, Wright State up by 19. That lead at one point was 28. So Oakland trending in the right direction. They had a few good steals and a few shots made right before the half ended. Hopefully, after some discussion in the locker room with Campy, they can get something going here. It'll be Thurman up top with the ball for OU. He finds Robinson, hands it back to Thurman. Thurman looks for some space, baseline feed. That one's taken away immediately by Birch, continuing his dominance in this game. He's got 14 points, and that'll be his first steal. Wright State taking it away right out of the break. Not the start that we were hoping for. Birch up with the right hand. That one's off target, rebounded by Garrett. Something a little bit new. Good defense down low for OU. Robinson up top, finds Thurman. Thurman looks for the space, creates some space, tosses it up, off target though. Those shots are there, they're finding them, but just nothing's fallen quite yet. Wright State now playing into the OU student section, which is packed to the brim today. So hopefully, if they can bring the energy, they could cause a little bit of disruptance right in front of the basket. That three from Callahan's on target. Obviously not, as he quickly knocks down that one, extending the lead back to 22. Robinson has it up top. Finds Garrett. Garrett just beyond the three-point arc. Refeeds Robinson. Tosses it over to White. White cuts to the rim. Tosses one up. That one's off target, but he's got free throws on the way. And, you know, just not the quick start that we were hoping for. I think they just gave White a technical foul. A little bit of talk back and forth. I think they're going to have to take this one to the monitor. This is not the start OU can have. I mean, you had a couple of great plays out of before the break. You have a good conversation in the locker room, and to come out, immediately allow a three, and then possibly a technical foul, that's not trending in the right direction. Little conversation between the referee and Coach Campy. I'm not sure what the original foul call was. I believe it was a shooting foul, and White should be heading to the line. But everyone kind of heading the opposite direction, acting like it may have been an offensive foul. I'm not sure if, and it's gonna end up in free throws. They're gonna give a double technical foul, so those two will cancel. I believe they'll end up shooting for both of them. White will stay for OU. The original foul call was called on Wright State, so the free throws should come from that for OU. First one goes down for White. Second one rattles out, and their technicals will cancel out. Heading the other direction now are the Raiders. Quickly hands it off to Callahan. Looks for some space just beyond the Grizzly logo. He cuts to the rim. He's picked up by Neville Larua on the way. Picks up his dribble just inside the three-point arc. Spinning to the rim is Birch. That ball's taken away, though. Immediately in transition, Thurman has it. Off the glass and good for two. That's the transition bucket OU needed.
Amazing play there to get that energy up in the arena. Oakland sitting at 33-52, 18 minutes left to go.
OU bringing the lead back to 19. Church tosses that one out to Pangonis. Finds Pickett in the corner. Pickett, he looks to drive on Neville Larua. They're going to call a foul. I think that one might be on the floor. Nope, they're going to give free throws to Pickett. So good defense, but a little bit too much for Baru Neville Larua as he picks up his first of the day. Second team foul of the half for OU. Free throws on the way. The student section getting loud. The lights are not too bright for Pickett as he knocks down the first one. Alamutu returns for Wright State. They're going to give Holden a break. Second free throw is also good as it rattles in. Lead back up to 21. Robinson, the point guard for the Grizzlies. He's picked up by Callahan. Swings it into the corner now. Down low on the block is Neville Larua. That shot so easily blocked by Pickett. Read that one like a book. And now Wright State heads the other direction after a good defensive possession. And Birch now, I mean, Wright State is just playing this at such a slow pace. They know they have the lead. They don't need to force anything quick. And they're making OU a team that runs and guns play to their pace, and a foul on the three-point shot. Bad close out there. Free throws on the way from Wright State.
That's his second personal. The third team
It's just disappointing as a defense to hold or to let the clock to run down about 20 seconds in the shot clock just for the original guy who started the possession to take a three and get fouled, earning him at the line. Knocking down the first two is Callahan.
returning for the Raiders, number 21, Logan Woods.
And that's going to take his total up to 20. He's playing phenomenal tonight. Third free throw is also good, so all three of them go. Lead back up to 24. OU looked like they had a bit of reach, but it stayed pretty stagnant. They're back down by 24. Robinson uses the screen from Neville Larua. Down low, Baru up with the alley-oop layup. Good play there. Good assist from IG.
Thank you, IG.
Up top now, Callahan, picked up by Thurman at the half court. Nearly loses his dribble. Picks it up, tosses it over to Alamudu. He drives, looks for some space, kept just beyond the three-point arc. Wide open dunk, slashing to the rim is Pangonis. Good play there for Wright State. Raiders offense not slowing down. They just, giving no breathing room for Oakland. Thurman has it up top. Screen set by Garrett. Thurman uses it. Tosses it out to Neville Larua. Lets one go from three. That one rattles out. That one should have dropped. There is a lid still on the basket for OU. Up top now, Callahan lets one go from way back and knocks it down. It's just unfortunate. It's the exact same thing that we saw in the first half. Wright State converting a three as soon as the shot clock starts. Garrett has it. He looks to cut. Picks up his dribble just inside the three-point arc. Tosses it over to Robinson. Looks for some space. That one's just off target, but free throws on the way. And at the moment, it's truly looked like nothing's changed. Wright State is already, still continuing this unbelievable shooting percentage. They're shooting 63% from the field. That's going to take us to our first media timeout. 4 minutes past here in the second half. Score 62-35. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Wright State, right back to what they were doing in the first half as they bumped this lead all the way back up to 27. And it looked like Oakland had something going right before the half, but it seems like they're right back to their first half antics to begin the second. 4 minutes passed. That's going to be a free throw down for Robinson, and Wright State is already opening it up. We have been preaching the unbelievable shooting percentage, 63% from Wright State. And I think there's been about 2 or 3 times in between these breaks that I've told Maryanne, at some point in time, this is going to drop. Well, it still hasn't. They're playing unbelievable on the offensive end and almost as good on the defensive end. Ball in the hands of Alamudu. Full swing, down low, Pickett now on the baseline. He hands it off to Pangonis. Back to Pickett, that ball's taken away by Thurman. Robinson, 3-on-3 in transition. Robinson takes it on his own, dumps it off to Baru, and that shot almost blocked, but they're going to call a foul, thank God. Neville Larua getting some points at the free throw line. The other day at Cleveland State, OU massively out-rebounded the Vikings. Also, an incredible amount of points off turnovers. So far, OU, they're getting more points off turnovers than Wright State. But they're also missing way too much of these in transition. Not to mention, I mean, out-rebounded is an understatement. Wright State, 28 rebounds on the game, 11 for Oakland. And the free throws split at the line by Baru. 62-38 now the lead. OU needs to find something to grab onto. They need to use the energy that's here today at the OU Credit Union Arena. Ball handed off to Pangonis. Swings it over in the corner to Callahan. Full all the way across. Just inside now the free throw line is Alamudo. He goes up, and I mean the freest basket I think he's had all day. He knocks down that too. Robinson. He cuts through. Goes up with that one. That's on target. I have no idea how he made that shot, falling away on the opposite hand. And he knocks it down. Lead now 24. Callahan up top, guarded by Baru. Callahan's got 24 today, a guy who usually averages 9 points per game. I mean, how are you supposed to defend a team that has so many separate weapons that can go off? It was something we were discussing the other day about OU, and now Wright State is using that very thing to their advantage. They're going to call a foul on the floor. This one will be assessed to Baru. Ball out of bounds, far sideline, Pangonis with it. The Raiders reset their offense with 20 on the shot clock. Feed down low to Alamudu. He's on the elbow, looks to cut. Cross-court pass to Pickett. Pickett now stuck on the baseline. He's got Hogue as the defender. Finds the driving Alamudu for an easy dunk in front of the OU crowd. And, I mean, just 2 back-to-back easy points down low. And Wright State is owning offense and defense right now. This is a statement game for the Raiders. Garrett has it on the far 3-point line. Tosses it to Robinson. Finds some space. Has to give that one up. Nearly travels, and it's going to be taken away by Pangonis. Pangonis one-on-one to the rim, and he scores another one. Just like that, the lead's back to 28. Thurman over to IG. Garrett tosses that one down to the baseline. Hogue with it. Refeeds Thurman on the outside, who cuts through up with the left hand. That one's good. Wow, what an athletic layup for Coy Thurman. Callahan has it now for the Raiders. They have given him full control offensively. Lets one go from way downtown. Oh my God, he hits another one. And just like that, the lead is 29. 13:26 to go. And that's going to take us to a much-needed timeout for the Grizzlies. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are back live from the blacktop for OU versus Wright State. Battle for #1 in the Horizon League, and so far, Wright State's been the clear #1. I mean, they're up 71-44, commanding lead. And now with possession up top for the Raiders, it'll be Alamudu who has it. Swings it into the corner. Pickett hands it off. Open three on the way from Callahan. That one's off target, but an offensive rebound for the Raiders, and they're going to call that one headed down the floor. Thank God, because, I mean, such good defense on the perimeter by OU. Just to allow an offensive board and another chance at the basket is so defeating for a defense. It'll be OU heading the other way. Robinson will run the point. Up top, Robinson tosses it to Garrett. Down low, Wells has it. Wells had a phenomenal game last Friday. As that shot goes down, Oakland dragging themselves back in the positive direction, now down 25. 12:24 to go. Plenty of time to bring that closer, but every moment we have where they're allowing easy baskets on the other end slowly drains that clock. Pickett has it now in the corner, guarded by Hogue. Pickett, that ball nearly taken away. Bouncing around, it stays in the hands of Wright State. Wide open from downtown, knocking it down is Pangonis. And this field goal percentage for Wright State keeps climbing. 66% from the field to OU's 39. Garrett has it, he looks to attack, goes up with the right hand, and that one's off target. They're gonna call a foul though, free throws on the way. I mean, thank God that Oakland has been earning these trips, because, I mean, they're down by 28 and they are out shooting Wright State at the free throw line. And this is gonna take us to a quick timeout. Score 74-46. 12 minutes to go. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Back here on the blacktop, free throws down for Garrett, and it brings the lead a little bit closer now. OU still down by 26 to Wright State. What a fantastic game the Raiders have played today. At first, it was all the blame on OU can't score, they're not playing great. But at this point in time, it's just been the incredible shooting percentage of Wright State as they finally miss something down low. Robinson heading the other direction, lets one go early in the shot clock off the glass. You know,
amazing shot there by Brody Robinson. He's getting the energy up in the arena again. He's going to take it to 51-74, 11 minutes left to go in the game, so we'll see if they can bring this game a little bit closer here.
A much-needed three for OU. It'll be Birch, who's back in for Wright State. Birch has been playing phenomenal today, 14 points on the afternoon. Cutting underneath is Woods, looking for space. Pickett attacks. Bailout pass out to Birch, just beyond the three-point line. Birch drives, ball nearly taken away, and it's gonna go off the glass. Rebounded by Wright State, but that's gonna be not a shot clock violation. I believe the shot came off the rim. I'm not sure if they just forgot to reset. They're gonna have to they're definitely gonna have to check at the monitor for this one. We're gonna take a quick break while they recheck this play. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. The ball will stay with Wright State out underneath the basket as the shot clock was not reset when it was supposed to be. Pass inbound is up over top in the hands of Pangonis. Woods with it now at the Grizzly logo. Screen set by Holden. Ball swung over to Birch. Refeeds Woods. Down low. That one almost goes in off a tip pass, but it'll go back to OU now, headed the other direction, and that pass is very easily taken away. Good read there by Wright State in transition. And it'll be back down the court for the Raiders. Birch with it up top. Birch uses the screen set by Holden. He has a little bit of space, but that one blocked and taken away. And immediately Garrett calls for a recheck on the monitor, but they're going to correct the call and say it'll be Oakland basketball. A roll off the hands of Birch. Good read by IG to get that block. And it'll be OU ball headed down the floor. 10 minutes to go. 74-51 is the lead. Up by 23, the Raiders in this first place matchup. Thurman now up top, guarded by Birch. Swings it over to Robinson. Back up top, Hogue with it. Refeeding Thurman just beyond the three-point line. Oakland struggling to get anything open down low. Screen set by Garrett. Thurman uses it, cuts down to the block, keeps his dribble, and finally something's called on the floor. That'll break the possession up, and it'll be the 7th team foul on Wright State, so we've got OU into the bonus. If there's any way that we've seen Oakland keep themselves into games, it has been from the free throw line. Shooting 16 for 21 tonight, whereas Wright State's only shot in 7. It's the way to get your rhythm back if you can't have anything fall from the floor.
Yeah, you know, Thurman, he's sitting at 6 points. You got Brett White sitting at 6, Isaac Garrett sitting at 6, and then Brody Robinson sitting at 18, which those points are really nothing compared to Wright State. I mean, you got Callahan sitting at 27, Birch at 14, Pickett at 12. I mean, it's...
I think the thing that jumps off the paper the most is that Callahan number. I mean, he averages 9 points per game, and he's got 27. What are you supposed to do about that if you're OU? I mean, it's not something you game plan for at all. Ball now back in the hands of the Raiders. Cutting to the rim is Pickett. That one will be lost out of bounds, but it's off the leg of Thurman. Ball remaining with Oakland underneath the, with Wright State underneath the basket. Birch will be the inbound man on the baseline. Good defense by OU, but they're going to find Pickett. Back out top, refeeding Birch. He cuts through. They're going to call a carry. I mean, the referee's really reaching deep into their bag to get this ball back in the hands of the Grizzlies. It'll be Oakland basketball. On the sideline, IG tosses it over to Thurman. Thurman picked up at half court by Birch. Finding Robinson. Robinson uses the screen from Baru. Baru backdoor, not a good pass, out of position. White ends up with it and lets one go. Knocks it down. Much needed three from the Grizzlies.
Brett White will take it as 54-74, 9 minutes left to go to make up for this 20-point deficit.
Yep, 20 points now. Oakland slowly bringing it back. They need to use this crowd to their advantage and immediately allow a perfectly open layup by Wright State on the other end to silence everyone. Great play designed by the Raiders. Robinson lets one go and knocks it down right back in the face of Wright State.
The Golden Grizzlies starting to finally find some sort of rhythm. It's absolutely amazing.
Bringing it back, OU has it. And blocked at the rim. Good play there by Isaac Garrett. Robinson in transition. Keeps it alive, finds Thurman. Down low, wide open Baru. Easy layup. And Oakland brings the energy back to the blacktop.
This is absolutely amazing. I mean, a lot of back and forth to get the crowd going.
Oakland now only down by 17. I know that sounds like a lot for anyone who's just joining, but I mean, this lead has been up around 30 for most of the game. Wide open three from downtown Pangonis. That one rattles out. And it's off the hands of Wright State. Oakland heading back down the floor. And this is the loudest we've heard OU all day. That's going to take us to a media timeout. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Just before the break, Oakland bringing the game back to only 17 and getting the crowd back on their side as they head back the other direction. Robinson with it up top. Baseline pass down low to Garrett. He's got the one-on-one. He usually wins these. That one off target, and the ball will go. They're gonna call a foul on Garrett on the rebound attempt. It'll be Raiders ball heading back down the floor. OU, they've had these moments where they've been able to pile on points really quickly to get the momentum back, but, you know, they got to stand on defense too. Wright State's offense have been incredible today. I mean, unbelievable shooting percentage, 60% from the field. It'll be Birch up top, tosses it over to Alamudu. With space, over to Pangonis as he resets back out to the Grizzly logo. Pangonis picks up his dribble high. That one nearly taken away. And it's going to be OU basketball headed back down the floor. I mean, we'll take the call, but it seemed like that one was probably supposed to be in the hands of the Raiders, but Oakland takes advantage with the chance to bring this one a little bit closer. Thurman will take the feed from Robinson. Picked up top by Birch. OU into the corner. Garrett with it. Baseline pass. Baru has it. Finds Brody. He lets one go from way downtown. Off targets. And an offensive rebound by the Grizzlies. Robinson lets another one go. That one's on target. Nice play by Brody Robinson.
Absolutely incredible game here by Robinson in the second half. He's sitting at 24 points now, 62-76, 6 minutes left to go for the Golden Grizzlies to make up for this deficit.
It'll be Birch up top, picked up by Thurman. That pass nearly taken away. Callahan has it. Back to Birch, full court, over to Pickett. Pickett has a little bit of space. He's gonna turn his back and take on Isaac Garrett. He cuts baseline. And they're going to call a foul on the floor again on Isaac Garrett. And that's going to be another foul. I think that's his fifth, so he's going to be out of the game. Not what you need right now for OU, trying to collect themselves to bring it back into the game. Campy was not happy with that call, and to be honest with you, there's been a few questionable calls that have specifically been on Garrett today. So Oakland gonna have to readjust without their rebounder in there. They're gonna send in Michael Hogue. And it'll be, I believe, free throws on the way. Not quite yet. That's the sixth personal foul on Oakland. And both teams will take a quick break. I'm not entirely sure what for, but heading back onto the floor, OU will send out their same five with Hogue out there now to replace Garrett. Ball will be taken out underneath the basket. Birch will take it for the Raiders. Birch looking for something. White nearly takes that pass away at half court. Great defense on the inbounds, but the Raiders stay with it. Callahan up top. He loses his dribble, keeps it alive at half court. That one almost given away, and just like that, Wright State has a 3-on-1 on a possession that should have been heading the other way. They get the easy dunk, and the lead's back to 16. Robinson looks to cut. That one's a blocking foul. It looked like he lowered his shoulder, but free throws on the way for Brody Robinson. And Oakland just trying to claw their way back into it.
Raiders foul number 13.
That one's gonna go on Callahan. That's gonna be his third personal. So now, I mean, Wright State, they've got Callahan at 3, they've got Birch at 3, and they've got Holden at 4. So some of their primary players that have been in this game today, all a little bit higher on those foul numbers. Free throw up, good from Robinson. Robinson leading Oakland in points today. Second free throw is good. Robinson trying to get the crowd back into it, and it works. The OU Credit Union Arena gets back on their feet for this defensive possession. It'll be Birch up top for the Raiders. Picked up by Neville LaRue, a bit of a mismatch. Birch, a very shifty offensive player. He's picked up on the drive by Thurman, leaving Pickett wide open. That one's off target. And they're gonna call another foul on the floor. This one's gonna go on Pangonis. That'll be his third. Good rebound there by Oakland. More free throws on the way. Listen, for a fan, it's not the most fun to watch, but hey, it's points on the board. It's taking them the right direction. Chance to cut this down to 12.
Yeah, you know, it's something to get them back into this game. I mean, sitting at 64-78, and they've got 5 minutes and 39 seconds to make up for this pretty far behind.
I mean, it was 28 points at one point in this half. Oakland was down. While coming out of the half only down 19, it looked like they were going the right direction. But now, this is the closest we've seen this probably since the first couple of minutes. 12-point game. The Blacktop is back on their feet. Up top, Birch with it. He's immediately double teamed. Breaks the double team. Attacking the lane. That shot off target, tip-ins off. Rebounded by Baru. OU heading the other direction. Robinson up top. Picked up by Birch. Takes the screen from Neville LaRue. Lets one go from way downtown. Off the back of the rim. Rebound by Pickett. Brings it home for the Raiders. That shot would have blown the roof off of this place. Birch up top. That one's taken away. White with it, wide open, throws it down. And just like that, it's 10 points.
What an amazing second half from the Golden Grizzlies here. I mean, they came back from that 28-point deficit. I mean, everybody is feeling the energy here in the arena. Everybody's on their feet. It's going to be a phenomenal final 5 minutes of this game to see if the Golden Grizzlies can get this back in their hands.
And that's going to take us to a timeout. Like we said, score 78-68, 4:50 to go. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the OU Credit Union Arena, which has now become a fantastic game between the two top teams in the Horizon League, Oakland, Wright State. The score 78-68 lead for the Raiders. This lead was 28 at one point in this half. Oakland bringing it all the way back, and 4:50 to go is plenty of time to bring it home. The crowd now on their back. The Raiders almost get caught on the way in. Birch has it. Full court pass over to Pangonis. They reset back up top with Birch. Guarded by White at the Grizzly logo. Screen set by Holden. Birch uses it. Swings it over. That ball nearly taken away. 5 seconds on the shot clock. The Raiders got to get something up. Birch, he drives. Lets one go, and an alley-oop dunk at the end of possession. Worst case scenario for Oakland. I mean, what a great defensive possession to end in something like that. Back down on the other end. Thurman up top. OU has Thurman, Robinson, White, Neville LaRue, and Hogue on the floor. White, look for some space, tosses that one down to the block. Neville LaRue has it. This is his spot, goes up with it. That shot off target, tipped around, back into the hands of Hogue. All over the place, OU players hitting the ground. I can't see where the ball is. And they're going to call it jump, which is actually perfectly fair because I don't think anyone could find out where the ball was going. Everyone putting everything out onto the floor to keep that one in Oakland's possession.
Possession belongs.
And the possession will go to Wright State after that fight. Unfortunate. And the crowd not happy, booing, but unfortunately that's not how that works. The possession arrow already predetermined. This is going to take us to a timeout. We're going to take a quick break here from WXOU. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Oakland out of this timeout down by 12. And if you haven't been listening in yet so far today, you guys have missed a lot. I mean, the first half was all Wright State. It got to the point where, I mean, everyone was getting upset watching it. It was laughable. And then Oakland, they bring it a little bit closer just before halftime just to let it blow up in their face again, all the way out to a 28-point lead. But now, with 3:45 to go, Oakland is down by 12 with a chance to regain the lead for the #1 spot in the Horizon League. It'll be Wright State basketball. Birch up top, guarded by Nevalura. Screen set by Holden. Birch splits the defenders, cuts to the rim. Beautiful layup. It has been all Birch today. He's got 16 tonight. Robinson heading the other way for OU. He's been the leader today for Oakland. Has gotten them back in every time that they've gone down big. Robinson drives, gives it up. Hogue on the drive. Hogue baseline, layup is good. And the lead is back to 12, 82-70 with 3 minutes to go. Cutting to the rim, Birch splits almost all the OU defenders and retreats back out to the logo to drain some of this clock as we're now just south of 3 minutes to go. Birch guarded by Thurman. Hands it off to Callahan. Down low. Pangonis with it. That ball taken away. OU heads the other direction. Thurman looks to attack. That shot off the glass, but off target. Ball nearly goes in. Almost tipped in on the steal. And, you know, a possession like that, I think it's beneficial to just slow it up and get something on target. That's a tough take for Thurman. That pass deflected and taken away. Robinson takes it on his own and puts one up. Answering, and just like that, it's back to 10.
Robinson, again, phenomenal second half here for him. He's now at 30 points, so.
Cutting to the rim. Open, that dunk blocked, but no one's there to help. And Hogue is devastated at that. I mean, he got the block on the dunk attempt, and rebound regained by the Raiders, but there was no Oakland defender to help on the putback. So it's an easy play, again stretching it to 12. Oakland bringing themselves all the way back, giving the crowd something to cheer about, but they cannot break this double-digit margin. They've been stuck here for quite a few now. It'll be Robinson now. A 3 here could bring it to single digits for Oakland. Brody up top. Looks for something, finds Hogue. Hogue lets one go, knocks it down, and just like that, it's a 9-point ball game.
1, 2, 3.
In the backcourt now, Birch with it. Guarded by Thurman, he cuts all the way down the sideline. Stuck at the Belfour logo, that ball nearly taken away. There's no one down low to play defense. And, I mean, a great block there, but Hogue will foul Wright State on the way to the rim, so a couple of free throws. It looked like Hogue almost took that one away. And it'll be free throws on the way for Pangonis. Wright State is 7 for 7 from the line today. They have not missed from the free throw line. In the clutch, in front of the OU crowd. Pangonis. That free throw is on target, and they continue that streak. Marshall checking in for Hogue, giving him a bit of a break. And also coming back onto the floor is Woods, giving Holden a break. So both teams, quick substitutions. Defense for the Raiders and offense for the Grizzlies. Second free throw. 8 for 8 today from the line. That one's on target again. Wright State playing fantastic. Lead back up to 11 with 1:20 to go. This one's going to be tough. Oakland, they got the momentum late, but they just couldn't hold it defensively. Driving to the rim, Robinson gets 2. And it's back to 9 with 1:20. Oakland only down by single digits. We're going to stay with you guys during this timeout. What a last couple of minutes we've seen, Maryanne.
Absolutely, you know, I mean, it's absolutely amazing to see them get this momentum, but it would have been nice to see it earlier on in the game so there wouldn't have been such a great deficit to have to try and overcome. I mean, we've seen Brody Robinson put on a great show for us here in the second half. He was at 11 points in the first half, and now he's sitting at 32. So it's really great, and it's all honestly thanks to him here in this second half to get the energy going, get everybody up on their feet and cheering for the Golden Grizzlies. I mean, now they're sitting at 77-86, and they've got 1 minute and 21 seconds left to make up for this deficit and pull the win for first in the Horizon League.
And unfortunately, it's going to be on the ends now. They've done everything they can offensively, bringing themselves home. But it's going to be on the end that they have struggled. They need a couple of great defensive possessions. Press immediately on the inbounds pass. Pinned in the corner is Pangonis, and he gives it up. Thurman with it. Layup on target. Exactly what OU needed to do.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, they're going to cut it to 79-86, and they got 1 minute left to make up for this. I mean,
in the backcourt now, OU, but they break the press for an easy open dunk. And it's now another 9-point lead. And that's going to put us just under a minute. OU needs some buckets now. Up top, Robinson. He's been the hero today. Gives that one up to Thurman. Thurman spins to the rim, gets some space. That shot's up, but it's a foul. And 2 free throws on the way for Coy Thurman. And OU, I mean, a great steal off the inbounds, but I don't know if a press immediately like that after was a good idea. I mean, they had brought it down to 7. Settling back for a moment may have been better. But now you've got free throws, a chance to bring it back down to 7 with 45 seconds. I mean, this is going to be the toughest 45 seconds Oakland's probably going to have to play all season. And that free throw is off target. And the first one.
1 more free throw for Coy Thurman.
Thurman needs to hit this second one. This is the most minutes we've seen him play all season. Second free throw is good. So the lead cut to 8. Inbound for Wright State. Woods gets it. Birch, he's going to be fouled immediately, and that will put him on the line. So Oakland resorting to fouling. In this situation, yes, that would be the best case scenario. I mean, the only issue with this is Wright State is not missed from the line today. They're 9 for 9. So it's going to take everything from the OU student section to distract the free throw shooters of the Raiders. It'll be Birch. He's been the hero today. He's playing phenomenal, 16 points, 6 assists, and knocks down that first free throw, stretches the lead back out to 9. Second free throw on the way for TJ Birch. They knock them both down. Wright State yet to miss from the line today, 11 for 11. That's 10-point lead now. Robinson has it for OU. They got to get up a shot quickly. Brody Robinson takes it, and he's fouled. More free throws for Robinson. And a chance to tack on some more points.
Robinson currently 12 for 13 on his free throws. 32 points. I mean, it'd be absolutely amazing if you could put these ones up here right now.
You know, even coming down to the end of this game, if OU's, you know, they struggle and they're falling, I mean, this late game comeback shows that despite the fact that Wright State at the moment is the clear number 1, I don't think they're as far beyond at number 2 than we were expecting halfway through this game. I mean, the first half of basketball was arguably the most atrocious I've seen Oakland play in quite a long time. And the fact that they're even able to bring this back to, you know, within 9 as that he splits free throws at the line, it's impressive, and it shows you that Oakland, they can get back into it. They had 11 points with 9 minutes to go in the first half, and they have been able to drag themselves all the way up to 81, which is nearly their season average, despite playing terrible in the first half. What I'm saying is I do think this is not as much of a negative as we would have expected, but not really the outcome you were looking for, especially with Campy. First free throw is good, extends the lead back out to 10. Second one is also good. It doesn't help that Wright State will finish this game at about 59% from the field, 100% from the free throw line. White takes that three. That's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Marshall. Robinson will have to take a three. That one's also off target. Another offensive rebound. That one's blocked. Oakland looking to get anything, and finally they're fouled. So free throws on the way for Marshall. Great effort at the end of the game. I mean, if you look at this from a statistics standpoint, if you didn't watch the game, you'd think that this was a lot worse than it ended up being. I mean, also the rebounding numbers have been unbelievable. 39 rebounds for Wright State to Oakland's 21. But where has Oakland excelled in this game? It's been in their points off turnovers. Once again, their fast break has been phenomenal. They've got 28 total points off turnovers today, as for the 6, and they forced 18 turnovers. The only thing that stood in the way of Oakland in this game was their shooting. And splitting free throws again at the line, OU. Also, I mean, they're shooting 72% from the free throw line, which is not great. Not the numbers that we've seen in the past couple of games. Shooting upwards of 90% almost every single time. This will take us to 92-82 with 15.7 left to go in the game. Free throws for Wright State. Pickett will take them. Pickett's got 16 today, along with 11 rebounds, and he's been playing great. 2 blocks, 3 assists. He's hit them all from the line, converts that one as well. An 11-point lead now for Wright State. Second free throw on the way. And the second one takes the lead back up to 12. Brody gonna look to try to cut this to 10, makes the layup. And they're gonna have to foul directly off the inbound. Looking for something, and it's gonna force a timeout. Great defensive possession on that full court press for OU. That'll be Wright State's last timeout. We're gonna stay with you guys during this break. 11.3 to go. 10 points, I mean, this one's not totally feasible, I'll admit, but Oakland playing tough down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a really unfortunate loss, but it's not as bad as we were expecting it to be after the performance that they put on in the first half. I mean, they came back from that 28-point deficit, so it's nice to have a close game after seeing that horrible performance in the first half.
I mean, it also helps for I think keeping the momentum behind the student section. Obviously, during the winter break, they had a couple of games they weren't here. We had that shutdown where OU students were not here on campus. Their most recent, or they had RMU last Sunday before students were allowed to move back into campus. So that game against Cleveland State was their first moment to get people into the arena, and they packed the place, and they played unbelievable. They bring arguably more energy today against Wright State, but not the outcome that they wanted. But it's still, they brought the game back in, showed some energy, and that should hopefully keep the student body motivated and keep them coming back to these games. Unfortunately, they are going to hit a bit of an away stretch for about a week and a half, so we won't be back here for a bit, but they're going to try to take the momentum that they can into their away games as they now drop to 5-2 in the Horizon League for second, and Wright State overall now 6-1 for first place. This has been WXOU Sports on YouTube. I am Gavin Smilowski, your play-by-play, and Maryanne Sanford, our color commentator. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.